Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Hello Sports Tech. This is Rohn, and I am not in Jurassic Park. Instead, I am in the beautiful deep forests in Berlin. We are back here in Tiergarten, our favorite place to shoot. And today I'm going to be testing a running wearable device called ARION. Now, ARION, like I said, is a running wearable. These are little sensors that are attached to an insole that goes inside your shoe. The sensor then straps on to the outside of the shoe and off you go. These sensors are gathering a bunch of data which will let you know how you've been running. All right, let's get to it. So this is what one of those ARION insoles and sensors looks like. So this little insole here goes inside your shoe. It's got pressure sensors which are tracking which part of the insole your foot is applying pressure on, which is really cool. This is the other sensor that gets attached on the outside of the shoe. Now, this is also tracking a bunch of data about your movement, your running, your speed, your cadence. Combined, these two things are going to give you a lot of insights about your running style. How many steps you take per minute, what part of the foot you're applying a lot of pressure on. Are you a heel striker, midfoot, front foot striker? What your stability on either foot? A whole bunch of really interesting data points. Now, what those data points are then converted into are coaching insights. Yeah, the app will help you get better and become a more stable runner to prevent injuries in the future. Any runner knows that's something that you have to deal with. Once you've got the insole and this device strapped onto your foot, you pair it to your mobile phone via Bluetooth, of course, which is where all the data gets captured. Now, I've already set up this bad boy and it's good to go, so let's go running.
Session started. You've ran 253 meters in 1 minute and 30 seconds with an average pace of 5 minutes and 55 seconds per kilometer.
All right, so we've just knocked out the first part of the test, which is something that you have to start with. It's called a baseline run. Now, this run is something that you do for at least 5 minutes or 500 meters. I did a quick one for a kilometer in about 5 minutes. And you get a bunch of cool data, which you'll see somewhere on the screen. It's telling me what part of my foot is hitting the sole, what part of my body. Apparently, I'm putting a bit of pressure on my lower back, apart from my thighs. There is a bunch of other data on my cadence, how many steps per minute, my stability on either foot, my air flight time, how long I'm airborne, 108 milliseconds, I'll have you know. I don't think that's any good, but a bunch of really interesting data points. So now what will happen is that this data from the baseline run will get converted into a coaching program for me, which is what I'm going to check next.
Session started. Let's start improving your cadence by aiming for a target zone between 161 and 181. Your cadence is within your target zone. You've ran 251 meters in 1 minute and 11 seconds with an average pace of 4 minutes and 43 seconds per kilometer. You've ran 1 kilometer in 4 minutes and 38 seconds with an average pace of 4 minutes and 37 seconds per kilometer. Your cadence is session finished.
Right, so that was a cadence test run done. So again, I've done a few of these tests. You'll see one of them. Basically, it asked me to stay within a range of how many steps I'm stepping per minute. So that's what I did. Yeah, it asked you a couple of details. How was your run? Have you had any injuries? None to report. Now I'm going to go cool off before I see you in the takeaways. That was fun. Knocked out a little quick 5K just to get the test going. I'm going to go into, as always, 3 things I like, 1 thing I think they can improve on, and my overall verdict for the product. Point number 1, the device itself actually fits into your shoe really well. I didn't feel it at all at any point in time while I was running. In fact, I had to look down to make sure that it was still on. Super comfortable, you don't feel a thing. I will say though that you have to make sure you insert the ARION sole under the sole of your shoe, otherwise it doesn't fit so good. It's given in the instructions. Yeah, I made that mistake. Just follow the instructions properly. Number 2, obviously the data that it captures is wide and really interesting. It gives you a bunch of data points about your running style, which you can improve on, including points about what parts of your body are under pressure, various things about your foot striking the ground, how many steps per minute, etc., etc. Lots of really valuable data that it then converts into coaching for you to improve as a runner. Number 3, while you're running, you're also getting voice feedback about your run once the coaching starts. So if you're following a program, say like I was doing, to do X number of steps per minute, the voice will tell you whether you're on track or off track, so you can make those adjustments accordingly. Really helpful to, again, at the end, achieve your goal of becoming a better runner and preventing injuries. The one thing I think they can improve on, well, actually, there is a lot of data that it gives you, and I didn't know what a lot of that data was. And the app doesn't really do a good job right now of explaining it. I found myself Googling some of those terms, X, footstrike percentage, and other things. This is something that they are already working on to help you, the runner, understand all those data points and find exactly what is relevant for you. Overall, ARION was a product that I was really looking forward to testing. Running is a sport that I've picked up, well, in the recent past, about a year or so now, and I really have fallen in love with it. So anything that helps me become a better runner is something that I fully approve of. 2 thumbs up to the ARION team. All right, that is a wrap for another episode. All our handles are somewhere on the screen. Like, share, subscribe. Give us some love because we love bringing you all this cool stuff. See you soon.